within a second. You sent me this. This is the fighter and the kid. This
You want to get mad?
Look, I already know I'm going to get mad because I pulled up Brendan Schaub on the screen. First off, I want to point something out because I'm going to cut this up, and whenever I cut this up, I like to point out to people that, yeah, bro, we don't get any puss.
I don't crush any.
There's no puss crushing going on. All right, we get it.
Nah, dude.
We don't crush push.
I don't
puss.
crush
Crush push.
Thank you for fucking me.
You're welcome.
We're incels. We're nerds.
Nerds. We're fucking nerds. Yeah.
We're not out getting buff. We're not crushing puss.
We're not. You're right. You know what?
We're just jealous.
We're jealous
Brendan Schaub.
Of Brendan Schaub.
I just want to establish that I will never be jealous of a man in a pair of mustard-colored pants. That will never, ever happen.
Okay.
Only his people can kind of get away with that shit.
So, this is right after. This episode is from The Fighter and the Kid, right after Shane Gillis's firing. Correct? Is this when this is? Okay. So we're gonna start playing from. That's all I guess we need to know.
That's racist. You said I have yellow skin?
No, that's not what I said.
Well, I have a dash of Asian.
We're already
I have
in
a
trouble.
dash of Asian.
We're already in trouble.
You're in trouble because
Nope.
you're in trouble.
I like how I did get
Are
a
you
lot
going
of
for race?
I got a lot of Asian American people that hit me up, and they were pissed. Not only were they pissed, they were like, "I'm not listening to the show anymore."
Oh God.
But I understand because I think so. The one thing I've
shut
always
the
said.
fuck
No,
up.
hold on.
Don't
I've said
apologize.
this. No,
Please,
I've said
if you
this
apologize,
before.
I'm gonna stick my
Not gonna.
dick in
I
your
said
mouth.
this before. I've said that people always forget because Chinese Americans, Chinese.
Oh, you're doubling down, huh?
Expat Chinese all over the world have done incredibly well in every culture. Koreans have done incredibly well. Vietnamese have done incredibly well in every culture they've embedded themselves in. Okay, and I've always said that we don't talk enough about how much they've been discriminated. Okay, but their culture seems to be.
He's a child. First off, coming from people that two guys that do a show together, right? Can you imagine if I acted like, or you acted like Brendan while you were trying to
And
get a
we've
point
had some
across?
heated arguments.
Yeah, no, we have.
But the other one was never going, "Ah!" while they're
No,
talking.
we would. I'll stop talking and we get our point across. Sure, got heat, but imagine if you were while I was saying this, you just went. I would get really pissed.
You are stupid. While you're talking, can I
What are
just
you
get
doing?
could I get the words out, please?
The kind of culture that gets them to excel
You
to
can
the
do
point
this
where
again, huh?
Harvard they're suing Harvard on a class.
You are rolling your pants up.
Also, why does he have a koala on the shoe in the table? This whole thing is-
I don't get any of this.
Action suit because apparently Harvard thinks there are too many quote unquote Asians. I understand. I've said that before. Having said that, let's go back to whether or not somebody should lose their job because they made a comment. From what I heard, I'm doubling down. From what I heard, it sounded like he said, "This is what other people say about that particular house."
Yeah, he kind of doubled down. If anything, he should, and I've said this from the jump, he should have been fired for having a bad podcast. The problem is it wasn't funny, and it was like reckless, and I get it just wasn't funny.
No, let him just let Royce have a moment to really take, because I needed a minute too, and I needed a minute. I screamed actually when I heard this the first time. You're not screaming.
Is
At least you're not screaming.
is he referring to the Legion of Skanks podcast? Is that who he's referring
No,
to?
he's referring to Matt and Shane's secret podcast, which is
Okay,
a
Matt
show
and
Shane
Shane's
Gillis has done with this other guy for years. The joke that got Shane Gillis in trouble that nobody ever wants to discuss. This is what got him in trouble was they were talking about racist slumlords and how Shane Gillis was talking about why does Chinatown suck in every city. Like you go to Chinatown, and that part of town kind of sucks.
It does.
And they were talking about how at the turn of the century and before that in the old times when we were bringing them over to build the railroads, and Shane Gillis said something like, you know, as the slumlord was saying like, oh yeah, well that part of town, we'll just stick all the chinks there. That was the premise of the joke wasn't ha ha fuck chinks. It was Shane Gillis was saying as a slumlord like, what's the shittiest part of town we got over there? Yeah, stick the chinks over there. Is what that was the joke.
But it doesn't even matter. the fact that the man with the lowest rated ever Showtime special, lowest rated ever in the history of Showtime specials, who had to offer CBD oil for people to give it a better review. The guy, the
guy who himself made an insensitive Chinese fucking bit.
I hope this catches on. The first ever CTE comic, Brendan Schaub, is calling somebody else not funny. Look, I know you're going to people in here, you guys are jealous, fine, whatever. But please, with a straight face, tell me you think Brendan's funny. Nay, funnier than Shane Gillis. And I'm not even saying, Shane's a funny dude. I've seen his stand-up. I do actually think he's a funny guy, right? Yeah. I really do think he's a funny guy. But even if you don't think he's funny, my Greta's going to come out here. How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you?
I should be at SNL right now.
Yeah.
In the writing room.
How dare you?
Made a comment.
But he also, I want to point out that Brendan is also just a few weeks removed from his own extremely insensitive, tone-deaf portrayal of a specifically Asian American person.
Oh, yeah.
So how is Shane Gillis making fun of slumlords in New York and saying, like, yeah, we'll stick the chinks in the terrible part of town? How is he doing that worse and more tone-deaf than this guy going, Mr. Schaub, your fat lip, I gotta give you a shot. The doctor from UFC came in wearing a rice farmer hat. And he was hiding in the trees going, and then they show him, I'm the UFC doctor. I've been here for 12 years now. I'm sort of like a dad to the boys around here. He was literally the whitest Asian guy ever.
I'm doubling down. From what I heard, it sounded like he said, this is what other people say about that particular house.
Yeah, he kind of doubled down. If anything, he should, and I've said this from the jump, he should have been fired for having a bad podcast. The problem is it wasn't funny, and it was like reckless, and I get it just wasn't funny. But I did have some Asian Americans, I think they're Asian Americans, could just be Asians, DM me and go, Brendan, get your opinion, all good. How would you feel if you used the N-word? Replace what he said,
Still fine.
Chink.
I don't like saying it, but let's replace chink with.
And the only answer should have been, I wouldn't have cared.
No. This isn't like fake or put on for the radio. I am fucking pissed now. I don't like saying it. What's more offensive, Brendan? Saying chink or going, oh, chop suey, I flick your lip. That is way worse.
Worst pain in your life.
I want you to ask black people, what's more offensive, if I say a joke with the word nigger in it?
Or if you go up and talk
Or
with
if I
Mammy.
start singing Mammy with blackface on? You piece of fucking shit. You wholly unfunny
I just want to
asshole.
No, I just want to say though, it's like I got a lot of emails from people, right? And it's like I would never use the N-word on stage. You know what I mean? But boy, I sure do like me some watermelon.
Yeah.
Like, whoa, go back to using the N-word.
Are you fucking...
Please go back to using the N-word because, boy, I sure do like me some fried chicken, boss. Like that. Go on stage and start talking like the crows from Dumbo. I sure don't like that N-word. No way, no how, sir.
This is fucking unbelievable to me.
This was gonna make you mad.
Be Asians. DM me and go, Brendan, get your opinion, all good. How would you feel if you used the N-word? Replace what he said, the chink. I don't like saying it, but let's replace chink with the N-word. Would you still defend him? I went, oh, I wouldn't.
Well, then
you're
wrong twice.
Weird? Like, I literally had this dialogue with this guy. He goes, isn't that weird?
That's a legit
you
question.
You think it's all good because it's chink, because you don't think that's as hard.
I didn't think it was.
I would defend the N-word. I would defend
any
it.
Word.
I would defend any. So right there, it goes to show you that this fucking brain damage UFC loser, this fucking guy doesn't even understand comedy. You should defend it. You should defend it, whether he said nigger, whether he said chink, whether he said whatever the fuck. Even if the joke wasn't funny, it being funny, you deciding something's not funny does not constitute it being allowed or not. That's not how it works. Yeah, you defend them if they say the N-word. Yeah, you defend them if they say chink. Yeah, you defend them no matter fucking what. You're a phony, Brendan. You're a fucking phony who never paid your dues in the comic game. You're sucking Joe Rogan's balls all the way down your throat just to be sitting here with your Forever 21 jeans.
And look, I honestly don't even care about all that. I don't.
I do.
No, I really don't. I don't care when somebody gets lucky and has the right friends and kind of like benefits from that. I don't care. Like if I was friends with some famous motherfucker, I would take advantage of it too. But my problem is that he's only been doing this for like a year. He has a terrible special. He did the same thing that he's kind of like, whoa. He's pretending like he didn't just do the Chinese thing. He's pretending like his special wasn't universally panned, right?
Right.
I don't care if you get lucky, dude. Get lucky in life. Enjoy that shit. But when you start already like a half a year in and you're going, I personally just think it's not funny. And that's not what we comics should be doing. Like, I don't care if you get lucky and you charmed life and you're selling out theaters, make $1 million, but you don't get to sit on the high council now and be like, you know what I mean? There's a reason why they told Anakin Skywalker he needed to go fucking chill out and sit at the kids' table for a while. You know what I mean? Like, there's this idea of you're not ready. You're not ready to sit. First of all, nobody should be telling anybody what they're allowed to joke around about. But that being said, this guy's going to sit on the panel and decide what we're allowed to joke about.
This is why I think LA comics are trash. This is why LA comics are trash.
And actually, if you want a really good timestamp, because this was something I didn't discover till after I sent you this video. I discovered this last night. If you go to 5630.
Well, let me finish this, but
Okay,
I will.
It was good. I don't use that
No,
word.
I don't say it's good,
Yeah.
but I didn't think but they go, even if he was saying out of context, the N-word, would you still defend him? I wouldn't have.
Well-
and I went, I get it.
Well,
I get that. Then I kind of get it.
I think you can say any word depending on context.
I don't.
extent.
I don't think.
I don't.
But
I don't.
okay.
Why is he saying it like a gay
I'm
guy?
sorry. Whether
See,
you
I
like
don't.
Brian Callen or not, Brian Callen is an actual established touring comedian.
Who actually did, like, he got lucky
was
by
on-
meeting Rogan, but
He was on Mad TV before he met Rogan.
But
The
that-
guy had a career.
But what I'm saying is Rogan helped him a lot coming back.
Of course, yeah.
But the man paid dues. The man did shitty club gigs. The man fucking scraped by till he got to Mad TV. Like, he did a lot of gigs before now being like, oh, cool, I'm in with Rogan, I can sell tickets. So he didn't just get handed some bullshit. He's earned it. So those guys have a different mentality, dude.
You can use the N-word.
Well, I think you can use the N word if you use
I
it
think
in
it's 'cause-
context, right?
But also, I don't think you can.
That's fine. But I would disagree with that.
But see, I don't think you can. But I also think it's because it's a product of the environment I grew up in
Yeah.
when I was young.
Gotcha.
Where it's mainly African American, so like that word carried so much weight.
Yeah,
But the product of where you grew up has nothing to do whether I could use the word or he could use the word or anybody could use the word. And you know, Callen, I'll even go a little further. I see where Callen is coming from, but it doesn't matter the context. Like, you should be able to use whatever word you want in especially if we're talking in a stand-up set or in a podcast when you're joking. Like, it doesn't really matter. It shouldn't matter. I mean, it does matter. Obviously, now it matters because you'll get deleted and stuff. But we've always thought that it shouldn't matter. What was the timestamp again? 50?
5630. Now, you want to... now, this is just me speculating now.
Okay.
I can't say this for sure, but I am of the opinion that Brian Callen has turned a corner, and I think he's had it with Brendan Schaub as a person, I think he's thinking like, I used to do this show with Chris D'Elia. I miss Chris D'Elia. I hate this fucking meathead. I need the money.
Here's what's happening with him. I think he saw the Base Frequency documentary and was like, you know what? I should have taken the Netflix gig. Why didn't I? Because he told me not to sell shirts? How come? Wait, but he got a Showtime. Wait. And I think that stuff is eating away at him. I really believe that. I believe that somebody says this podcast won't last long. I don't know how much longer this podcast will last. I have no idea. They're making money. You know, they're selling merch and
But,
shit.
but there's going to come a time where it's not enough money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Callan's going to go, I can't do this anymore. Because I guarantee you Callan makes way more money on the road.
Yeah.
He does doing this shit. But I want you to observe Brendan Schaub try to pass off a little white Brendan Schaub lie. And I want you to watch as Brian Callan tests him. He doesn't press him, but he does. He
pushes a little bit?
Yeah, watch this. You're gonna love this.
Callan.
He's doing pretty well.
Big Sean's 5'6". Why do you think they call him Big Sean?
I don't know, man. I'm nervous.
Packing a fucking Detroit bazooka.
Okay, a Detroit bazooka.
Yeah, dude.
You call it a Detroit bazooka?
He's from Detroit, bro. Watch your
hates
fucking
Brandon.
mouth.
Yeah.
Dude, good. I'm proud of him. Just keep doing it, dude.
Do you know Pete?
Yeah.
How do you know him?
Just around.
Does he hang? I've never seen him once.
He goes there sparingly.
Huh.
I don't
Does he
know.
live
We
in
just always
LA?
been cool.
He lives in LA?
No, well, New York he's on Saturday Night Live, but he comes out here too.
Is he still on SNL?
Oh yeah, he's great, man. I've always been a fan of him. He's always been nice to me. Always great to me.
Look.
Look at him. Look
Okay,
at the real
first off,
he's had it with him.
Brennan would be terrible. Because I'm sure you're going to pick up different things than I did. Brennan would be terrible at poker.
Oh, he's the worst liar. But he's lying.
You notice he took the hat off and he's like, yeah, no, like from
Let me put it.
you know, like Saturday night. I know him from like around the place.
Brendan you're right. He's such a bad poker face. He's acting the way I would act if I were in a role playing a guy lying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, no, he's been at the store before. Yeah, no, like sparingly. I've seen him around, whatever. Like just
Look at Brian Callen's body language.
he's had it with him.
Look at his body language.
He's
like,
had it.
Look, whether you like the show or not, whatever, but look at his body language. If Mike and I ever had that look for each other doing this show, you would know, oh, fuck, there's a problem.
There's times where we'll get like mildly annoyed at each other
Right.
for a minute, but Brian Callen's been like this whole episode. He's like,
You know him?
you know.
Is that SNL? Where does he live? What's his zip code?
Was that not weird
was.
though?
It was like SVU when they're trying to break a suspect.
Not even break him, but just try to get him to commit to a lie that they know is a lie.
Right.
That's the other thing the cops will do. They'll be like, okay, so yeah, you said it was the DMV, right? You said Thursday you were there. 4 p.m.? Mm-hmm. All right, I'll be back. All right. Enjoy that soda. I'll be right back. And then you're like, uh-oh, what do they have? they have definitive proof that I was not at the DMV at 4 o'clock yesterday. They don't need to get you in the actual crime. It just got to get you going, no, I was there, 4 o'clock Thursday. You can prove it.
Well, I have a lunch with Cliff Huxtable at the Four Seasons. I got to go.
And then you do that weird, like, and then you do a weird, like, quip, like they do on SVU. And then you go grab the keys and they're like, where you going, partner? And you're like, guess it's time to go renew my driver's license or something. Guess I got to go renew those tags. Like, I'll get it. He's going to go to the DMV.
Yeah.
But he's
Sweet. Oh yeah, I love
Look
Pete.
at that. The whole, like, he's at the, yeah, no, we hang out all the time.
I love his big
guys already
dick
know
energy.
this.
He started the big dick
Biting his
energy.
nails, like which I know I do too. I'm not saying, hey, it's gross.
Oh,
don't do
trust
that.
me, I know. People complain about it all the time.
Suck a dick. But his nail biting is like my nail biting is just a compulsive thing I do. I can't help it. He doesn't want to be there, dude.
Oh yeah, I don't think he wants to be there.
He's fucking had it with Brendan.
Ariana Grande started with him.
He just does look like he might have a big dick. I don't know why. He just does. Like lanky, you know, lanky.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
Dick, dude.
Just watch Brian the whole time, though.
That's what I'm doing.
Just keep your eyes on him.
I feel like the "Hello, Darkest Mild Friend" should be playing. The Sound of Silence should be playing in his head
he's
right
over
now.
this, man. And I just picked up on this last night, and I'm like, holy shit. And then I was like, we haven't played that clip yet. So I figured as soon as we played it, I was going to go, remember that other spot. Yeah, this is
I don't
Like
know.
the loose
That's where the
clothes.
big dick energy comes
Just
from.
this lanky.
Fuckboy falls in though, dude.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, we're picking this up. Oh boy, you're onto
has.
something, my friend.
He has
Yeah, I don't know what you mean, but yeah, whatever.
had it with him. You know where it's just where you can identify and go, this is beyond repair now. Like a decision's already been made in Brian Callen's head. It's not a matter of if, just when.
Ooh, the energy in there is fucking awkward.
Fuck.
And a whore winter. Looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't look at me like that. Man. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Let's go. Hey, stop staring at me. I don't like that, man. You're looking at me kind of for a long time.
Sorry, man.
Felicia,
I just want you to be part of Fuckboy
I
Fall,
don't
but
want to
you're
be
too
part of
old.
that.
You're too
Yeah,
old.
I am, and that bothers
You
me
missed
too.
a Hot Girl Summer, though. You know what? You were... Never mind.
I was Hot Girl Summer.
You're part of Hot Girl Summer.
Yeah, for a minute.
No, you're still part of Hot
Thanks,
Girl Summer.
sweetie.
Summer's over, though, you know?
Oh, yeah. Felicity Huffman leaves court after sentencing.
14 days in prison.
Is that not? That's two guys that are fucking done with each other.
Ooh, that is fucking
They're
rough.
done. That show's gonna be gone soon.
That is a hard watch, man. That really is.
I thought you'd enjoy that.
No.
I had to turn it back around because Royce was getting too mad, and I'm like, all right, let me cheer Royce up. Go to 56-30. He's had it with him. Brian Callen's gonna come to the dark side.